What's up, everybody? This is Nick, and you're joining us once again for a Mini Lighting Newscast. A newscast where we bring you news in 10 minutes. News fast and news that you can use. And today we have an entertainment Mini Lighting Newscast for you. And as always, I am joined by my friend and fellow newscaster.
This is Eric. I was almost yawning. Sorry.
Well, my friend, that yawning is going to stop as soon as we start talking about things in entertainment, because I have some exciting news for you, my friend. Exciting news that you'll be able to use too, my friend.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, here we go. As always, we're joined by the guest star, Death Star. We have 10 minutes to bring it to you. 10 minutes to tell you about things in the entertainment realm. Eric, the first thing I'm going to bring up.
Sure.
We here at the Puck Pod, the Pull Up a Chair Network, are all about a certain movie franchise that we love. Do you know what that movie franchise is? And it better only be, even as a joke, sir, you will get slapped if it's any other movie franchise that you throw out.
The only worthy movie franchise of the Mini Lighting Newscast and the Puck Network is John Wick.
That is correct, sir. Whew, you dodged the bullet there.
How could you have even thought I would say any other series of serious movies?
I don't know. You oftentimes, when I ask a question, come up with a out of left field answer in the name of comedy. But this is not a joking matter when it comes to John Wick.
That's true. Did you order me that magazine? Or did you just lie about that?
Buddy, it's actually here and in a box, but I got to find it somewhere.
Okay.
So
we'll get back. We can do that later.
Which that series is still going on. I think their third comic is out. So if you are into John Wick number 3 is out. Honestly, I haven't read it, so I don't know how it is.
The comic book.
The comic book, yes. But here's the thing, my friend. Recently, they have greenlit, as could have been
we knew this.
Suggested. Well, John Wick 3 was in the works.
Yes.
Even shortly after John Wick 2 had its opening weekend.
I think is after the first scene of John Wick 1 being shot.
Right.
They just, at least 3 is going to be made.
Right. We're going to already start working on a part 3, and so they have confirmed that the man who has directed all 3, or I guess all 2, Mr. Chad. That's all I'm going to call him out of respect for a man that has had vision to bring this story to life. But Mr. Chad is coming back for the third one, but also they have found their villain. Reportedly, John Wick in this third one will be going up against the head of the Japanese crime syndicate. And the villain that they have is none other than a man who has been in many different movies. He was in The Wolverine, but his name is Hiroyuki Sanada.
He kind of looks like your classic Yakuza, right?
He does. He looks like your classic, almost your classic Asian bad guy.
He does. Great look, man.
Oh yeah, you
get work nonstop with that.
Great choice of bad, because I've seen this guy in a number of things. He is a very good actor. This will reunite him and Keanu, because they did work in a 2013 movie called 47 Ronin.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's a bit odd of a movie though.
It was. I'm
a big Reeves fan, but it was a little bit off. I did enjoy it though.
Yes, but they have confirmed also that Ruby Rose will be back for this movie.
Ooh.
Which, if you remember correctly, I thought they left her dead.
I thought she died too.
But it turns out she was not. She's going to be back for this one.
She gave a big middle finger to death and said, no, I'm alive.
Yeah, no, she kicked it in the face and said, yeah, no, this isn't happening.
Like, doesn't she sign in that one?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she signed
She signed, "Get away from me, death." Which, if you could see me right now, I'm sure I just signed that exact thing. Ian McShane will be back for this. He's the man that runs the deal. Also, they have confirmed that Common, who was the kind of the main protagonist in part 2, he's apparently coming back also.
Cool.
So
man, it's gonna be a great cast.
Oh, I know, buddy. We're bringing back all the hits. But this movie, I'm sorry. I'm not giving it the respect it deserves. This masterpiece of modern filmmaking will be coming out in 2019. So we are 1 year away, sir.
Oh, I am absolutely excited. I'm not someone who goes to the motion pictures very often, but this is something I am very excited to see. For sure.
Well, yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
It's something
completely
that is very exciting. So, I mean, apparently they say that a widely circulated report indicates that the studio plans to begin production on John Wick on or around April 26th of this year.
So. All right. I'm psyched. I wish I could be there. You of course got the restraining order, so you can't get near him.
I can't even get near a screen with his image on
his
it.
visage. Yeah. Yep. All right. I hate to move past John Wick, but this is not a John Wick cast, which we love making.
Well, we could sit here and wax philosophical for many hours about John Wick, but this is 10 minutes, sir. What's our next story?
This micro mini movie cast is about movies. Next, one of the movies coming out this weekend is the new Gnome movie. What is it called? Sherlock Gnome. It's the one after Romeo and Juliet. And to be honest, it looks like a train wreck. Just my humble opinion. It is not trending well, I would imagine, on any like critics list. However, why I bring it up is Romeo and Juliet, which was a cute play on Romeo and Juliet. This is the Sherlock kind of play on. They came out with a poster. This poster is not natural. It's an unnatural poster.
Wait, who is this Sherlock Holmes? I assume this was made after The Great Mouse Detective.
Clearly after The Great Mouse Detective. After nothing else.
Yeah, the masterpiece.
The masterpiece of The Great Mouse Detective. It was pretty good. I liked The Great Mouse Detective.
It was good.
I need to watch that with my kids. All right. Well, we all know Deadpool, and Deadpool's kind of his signature poster where he is got his kind of Home Alone face going on. That's what I know it as. It's like the Home Alone face.
Yeah.
His hands on his face, making the and he's not really screaming. I think he's smiling. I can't remember. But the Nomeo, the Sherlock Gnome poster it's the character Sherlock. It says at the top, kicking grass, has a new face, Gnome Pool. And it's just one of their promotional posters. It has got to be the worst poster of 2018. It is a nightmare. If you want to read an article about it out on /films.com, you can find the article that talks all about it. But I came across this. So they're gnomes. They're like little like porcelain creatures that you put in your yard for whatever reason. And so he has that texture on him, like he's glossy and has that texture of porcelain or whatever that is made out of. And he's staring into your soul, wide-eyed.
I was just gonna say that. You're like, he's staring into him like your soul.
Yeah,
is that what he's staring into?
It is a terrifying poster. As such, I have decided to set it as my desktop background for a while.
It almost says, "Hey kids, come see my movie."
He seems like one of those toys you're scared of at night. Like at night, yes. He comes alive and murders people.
He's like evil Woody.
Exactly. Whoever greenlit this, I'm sure like there's an approval process for going through posters for feature films or animations. This made it through all of that somehow, all the marketing material and through all the approvals from
who is the ad genius that came up with this one?
I mean, I'm sure they had sketches and brainstorm, and they made this poster. I highly suggest you go out to the interwebs and find it.
I imagine that in a boardroom, somebody goes, "Here's our choices,"
Okay.
and they came up with this one.
It's probably pointing at it and screaming out of terror, and they're like, "He must like it."
Oh, this one loves it.
Yeah, apparently.
All right. Well, my friend, I mentioned April 26th earlier. Well, we have exciting news.
What's that?
A certain movie's coming out next month, and it is The Avengers.
I'm not familiar. Could you? What are they avenging? Are they some sort of like? Oh, so they take revenge.
They avenge. They take care. They take revenge
before
I've
it
never,
even happens.
Yeah, I've never understood it. It's kind of like Minority Report for heroes. They take revenge before it happens. Anyway, if you haven't already seen, there's a new trailer for this. It looks amazing. It's obviously going to have a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of characters to bring into it at this point, but they're fighting none other than Thanos, who does look pretty amazing in this trailer.
I'm not a huge comic book person, but I know Thanos actually kills heroes. That's something he does. So I'm assuming an actual hero will die in this. Do you think? What about Vision? He's got a stone in his head that he needs.
Well, I don't know. That's been speculated. There is a lot of speculation that someone is going to die. Robert Downey Jr. has come out and said this is kind of an end-all be-all type movie.
I hope he dies.
This is all for the state. Well, I mean, he has said that he's getting older. He can't do this much longer. I know that, there's different things that have been said, but a lot of indication that this is going to kill off. So, and obviously, they've already released if you haven't been paying attention, they've already released what the next phase of movies are.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention, I guess.
Well, it's a bunch of like movies of characters that have yet to be introduced.
Kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're like standalones. I like how, if you've seen the trailer, I'm not going to say this is a spoiler. At the end of the trailer, you see Guardians of the Galaxy. Here's my thing. Guardians of the Galaxy, they're actual heroes. They fight like godlike creatures.
Right.
What has any of the Avengers fought that's amazing?
Ultron.
That
was a great movie.
I saw Ultron, but
it was blah.
I wasn't super into it.
Isn't
that where Scarlet Witch's brother dies?
I think so. Yeah, it was very unmemorable. But there's quite a bit that has led up to this. I don't know who's going to die. This is also, they're saying it's not, but originally it was a two-parter. It was supposed to be two parts. Now they're saying that each movie will stand alone, but they're shooting movies back to back. So I'm not, and the other one's supposed to finish up the whole Civil War storyline.
Okay.
So which actually the Civil War storyline in the comic books ended in the death of Captain America. So there's a lot of speculation.
We can only hope.
Yes.
He is the most boring character ever.
Really?
I think he's absolutely boring.
I think his last few movies have been quite good because they brought a lot of people in there with him.
I guess.
But that's all we have time for, my friend. Well, we have a list. We need to do a quick rundown. A list of movies coming out this weekend.
Okay, here's how we'll do it, Nick. I'll say a movie and you get like a sentence to say your opinion, whether you think it's to be good or bad, anything you want to know about what your opinion on this movie is. I'm going to say the movie. I got a pretty large list. We might not run through it all. Or you can say nothing. All right, ready? Pacific Rim Rising's coming out this weekend.
Giant robots fighting giant monsters.
All right.
Awesome.
Sherlock Gnomes.
Creepy gnome things. Terrible. Nightmarish.
Unsane.
Not even sure that's a word.
Me neither. Midnight Sun.
Crazy.
Okay. Paul, Apostle.
No, Unsane is crazy. Midnight Sun, go see it during the daytime.
Okay. Paul, Apostle of Christ. Jim Caviezel's in it.
He is.
But as Luke, not Jesus.
I looked him up. It's Luke.
Yeah.
As a fan of the Bible.
Okay.
I will say,
enjoy.
Go see.
All right. Isle of Dogs. I know this was a big one at South by Southwest. It's a big deal.
I Don't know anything about it, but
It's about
not a huge fan of.
dogs in Japan.
Oh, well.
They speak, but they all have white voices. All right.
Go see it.
All right.
Cultural sensitivity.
Final Portrait. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Go see it. I'm sure it's a great movie. No, don't waste your time.
I Killed Giants.
Saw the commercial for this one. Poster looks awesome.
Poster looks amazing.
Trailer looks kind of meh.
It's got a good rating on Rotten Tomatoes, though. I don't know how to say this word. Pie Wacket.
Okay, now we're getting to the bottom of the barrel, scraping bottom here. So, no.
Bag of Marbles.
No.
Looks like it's a Hispanic film. Getting Grace.
Lady has a great haircut on the trailer. Go see it.
Okay. Ishmael's Ghost.
No.
Okay. The Workshop, which I think is that
more
French?
like The Terrible Shop. Don't go see it.
Madam.
More like Stupid-dom.
Okay. More like Saddam. All right. Back to Burgundy.
More like Back to Boring.
Okay. What We Started
is what we're going to finish, and it's don't go see it.
All right. You want to go through the rest of these?
Let's go it.
Okay, man.
Summer of the Forest. Don't go see. Beauty and the Dogs. Keep going.
Hitchkey. Well, you made me say this one. Hitchkey.
I can't really read that. I thought that's what it said, but I don't even know what that is.
Followers.
Be a leader.
Okay. Barren Trees.
I like.
That looks psychopathic.
Spring Trees.
A Normal Life.
A Boring Life.
Okay. Rajan Sai Rangroot.
Oh.
Okay. Ellis, is that how you say that?
That dude looks creepier than the gnome guy.
Is that a guy? Okay. Shifting Gears. This is like something direct to like Amazon Prime.
This looks like kids. Look, it was directed by college students.
Yeah. And then the last one is Backyard Wilderness.
No clue. Don't bother.
Okay. It's in 3D, I think.
Oh, good. Yeah. You can see the things coming at you.
I think it's terrible. Something like what's the one that's really good where they take the cameras and they show you like Planet Earth. I think it's called the Planet Earth series.
No, this one actually has a storyline. She and her modern family. It has something about a girl coming to understand nature better.
Oh, okay.
So
it says the word rare intimacy. I'm assuming that's with the habitats. Yes, it is. Okay.
All right. Well, those are your movies coming out this weekend. Look forward to them. Go see some of them. And I hope that you take my suggestions. Go see the movie that you want to see.
Thanks, Nick.
And Eric, speaking of things that they want to see and listen to, where can they find us?
You can find us all over the web. You can find us on Facebook. Just type in Pull Up a Chair Podcast. You can find us on YouTube. Do the same. You can find us on Twitter. Just at Pull Up a Chair Pod. At Pull Up a Chair Pod. You can find us on Spotify.
Spotify.
You can find us on Spotify. Just search for us, Pull Up a Chair Podcast. And you can find us on our own website, which is puckpodcast.website, pucpodcast.website. Also, if you're on Podbean, which I know a lot of our listeners are, thank you. Give us a heart. If you're on iTunes, give us some stars. We'd appreciate it. And we'll just carry on with that. Nick.
All right. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to get your news from us, the only news source you need. And we ask you to have yourself a great day.
Bye.